Hey there, hi there. This is Carmita Smiles, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Today I went forest bathing. I really needed to just spend some time in nature, and I wanted to take the time to take a moment and invite you on the journey that I went on today. So thank you again for joining me for this virtual forest bath. So I took some clips while getting out in nature in the wonderful Blendon Woods, which is one of my favorite metro parks, just outside of, well, kind of technically, like people would say in Columbus, Ohio, but it's really just on the borderline of Columbus, a little suburb of Westerville, Ohio. But it is fabulous. It's right off the freeway. There is just animals and trees and calm, and it's so great. So I'm really happy that you could join me in this moment. So as you know, if you are into forest bathing, this is a time to dedicate with just reconnecting with nature and the earth, getting away from the hustle and bustle of everything, of work, of responsibility, and just another way to add some self-care into your life and taking a moment for self. Forest bathing, there's just so many benefits I can't even tell you. One is that instant relaxation, that calmness when you get out in nature. And then there is the just like trees themselves, you know, they give us oxygen, and you have a chance to connect with them and enjoy that moment, that time. And they offer, you know, there's so many different trees. And there are pine trees and buckeye trees and acorn trees and so many kinds of trees that are so wonderful in Ohio especially. And they offer so many natural benefits to your system to help with your breathing, your lungs, your circulation, and then being in nature, walking around, getting that exercise. It's so wonderful. So thank you again for joining me. And this, like I said, just virtual forest bathing. Like I said, I just took some clips, so this will jump around a little bit, but if you have any questions or if you're interested in diving deeper into forest bathing and learning more about the different types of trees and plants and flowers, feel free to reach out to me at any time. And yeah, let's just hop on in here. So the first thing I loved when I was coming into the park was, well, they had this beautiful setup with hay and for autumn and pumpkins, which I just thought was so awesome. And some families with their kids were taking photos. And then when I got to the particular trail that I wanted to see, there was this really cool signage for help save box turtles. And so I took a photo of it and I was like, oh, I have to. That, you know, these animals are all a part of their own ecosystem. And as humans, you know, not particularly when I say us as, you know, you or me specifically, but just us as humans, sometimes we tend to overstep our boundaries in so many ways, but also in nature. And then these wonderful creatures that are so important to the ecosystems are affected. So I liked that I saw that lovely sign about the box turtles. It was so wonderful. So I was really, I was like, oh, and I love turtles. So. And then we'll just take a moment to jump right into this next part. So I entered the forest just off, you know, the city path, and just taking it all in and starting to become aware of my surroundings, making sure to take time to look from ground up, you know, what's beneath my feet, what's next to me. What can I touch? What shouldn't I touch maybe? What's all around? You can already hear just so much life. Oh, I love that flower too. That flower is wonderful. You can hear all the life in the forest. There were so many chipmunks and squirrels and birds. and bugs. It was just wonderful. And then, sorry, I got a little blurry there for a moment, but I got focused back in. There's all this life, the leaves are starting to turn different colors now that we're in autumn. It's so wonderful. I love it. Oh man, like in this park is just a short skip hop outside the city, off the freeway. It's beautiful. Just starting to take it all in and notice some different colors and flowers and plants all around me. Always taking a moment to look up. Now it's just me walking through it again, just really trying to take in all around me. Like I said, we can walk through the forest and not even realize what's all around us from the ground up. And I love that shot, just looking straight up at the sky. The sun was shining bright. It's beautiful. Look at all that green. Ah, how tall those trees are. It's just beautiful. A little man-made, balance there with nature. And I always love the little mosses. I'm always hoping to see little bug life when I get down close to these pieces of wood, but still, I just love that color. It's like natural art. Once again, just admiring all the parts of nature, the life, the death, everything in between. I was looking for some log life also. Usually there are little spiders and stuff in there. You can see the webs in there. I thought that was really cool. It's also glad that nothing shot out at me like a spider. Like, it's so beautiful. Oh, these really caught my attention. This reminded me of like when you'd see monkeys in the jungles and they use those, they're bouncy, it's like natural rope telling you to hang on. There's just some more how tall it gets, how long it goes. Use your strength and climb up the tree. Oh yeah, I couldn't get enough of that stuff. I tried to Google it and it reminded me of like the lichen, I think it's called, the Bryola Vermontii, which is that's like a tree that grows that almost looks like it has hair or fur on it, but it's brown. And I couldn't find I couldn't find it on Google. I'll have to figure out what that is, that tree. I just thought it was so cool. It looked like it had like fur, like hair growing on it. That was really cool. So, and it also looked like the pieces that had that on there were like just other parts of the sticks or the body of the tree that just kind of attached itself to the main base of the tree, to the bark. So I thought that was really cool. Of course, I found some more later on. I just love it. Let me know if you know what that is. If it's like a type of moss. It looks like it was part of the tree. Of course, even on a dry day too, walking through, I love that there's always little, trenches and little ponds and how that can change depending the weather is really cool. So just taking the time to, take it all in and walk through and get a part of life. I just really wanted to share that with you. I obviously spent quite some time at that park today, just admiring everything and enjoying nature. I'll add a couple, you'll see a couple photos too here towards the end, but I just thought that was a wonderful experience to share with you. It's so important just to take the time. Like I said, self-care is so important, and also just discovering the life around you. Our food, our medicine, our comfort, our housing, everything comes from this earth. you know, not everything is man-made, and nothing in history started off as, you know, really man-made. You know, even if something was crafted and created by human, you know, the thought, the ideas come from, you know, were brought to life through usually something from this earth. Or the materials from this earth. So it's just really important to get back to that time, back to that place in nature. So I want to thank you again for coming with me and checking out the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Blendon Woods in Westerville, Ohio. I recommend it. I mean, Ohio is known for having such beautiful parks. Ohio does an amazing job at keeping these parks, you know, safe and comfortable, and that balance between human and nature. I really like this one too because there are turkeys. And I didn't get video, but I loved it. I did see some turkeys on my way out, and oh my dear, you know, the turkeys are huge. I mean, I'm 5'2", and they seem about my height or taller, so it's really cool. I saw some really just beautiful colors, and even on my way out, I saw a little baby young turkey running around like a crazy. So they're so fast too. But it was just really such a wonderful moment. I know I needed it. It's just been so insane with schedule and life and everything going on. And I think everyone's thoughts are just kind of scrambled. So it's just, I guess, so important just taking that time. Even if you don't feel like it, go to your local park, get out and just enjoy that moment. And you know, you'll thank yourself for doing that. And take a moment to thank the earth. So touch a tree, rub some leaves, make sure it's not poison ivy. Make sure there's no weird insect on it that can bite you. But just enjoy, take time to breathe in that nature, taking in all the medicine and aromatherapy that it has to offer you. And like I said, if you have any questions, if you want to go out and, you know, forest bathe with me, I definitely, you know, we can check out, there's, like I said, so many wonderful parks and places around Ohio alone. And depending where you go in the world, you know, there's mountains and rivers and lakes and waterfalls and just so many beautiful things. So thank you again, and have a wonderful, peaceful rest of your day.